Hello, welcome. This is our 10:30 a.m. Friday morning chill flow. So this class is going to have a lot more gentle postures, transitions. We'll stay stationary, so mainly on the ground today. And I'll be using some props. I have blocks. I'll use a blanket as well as my bolster. So if you have those props, cool, grab them, we'll use them. If you don't have them, you can always grab a blanket from your bed and some pillows, maybe 2 or 3 to stack them up and make them bolster-like. And if you don't have any props, or blocks, Olive, what's going on? If you don't have any blocks, you can always use thicker books or a stool. What else can you use? Thicker water bottles, something that is a little sturdier. You can bear weight with your pillows on and lean on. And if that's not working for you, I will always give you another option. You can lay on your back when we do postures that require using the bolster and the blocks. So I'm just gonna continue getting everything set up and ready for this class. Welcome to my home. Yeah. You want some food in the oven? Oh my gosh. I forgot the dishwasher's on too.
Started away before you and I do it with the
So good. Well, here. What are you doing, Stinky? You need to
Want
get
to see if I can tell it?
No. Oh my gosh, look at her. You have both of your foods out? Look. Just one of the food available.
Yeah, they were pretty, it's not even that empty.
Oh.
It's hilarious.
All right, welcome in. We'll get started with class in just a few minutes. This is a 10:30 a.m. chill class, and it's gonna be chill, grounding, but also a little more expansive since it is in the morning. I don't want you to feel really tired. I want you to feel refreshed and energized and ready to take on your day. So we'll have back bends getting into opening and releasing the front of the body. If you have the means to donate for this class, please do. You can do that on blackswanyoga.com/live, or if you have an Instagram, you can go to the link in Black Swan Yoga Austin's bio. All of your donations go directly to us teachers, and they help so much, so thank you for that. And yeah, we'll get started in just a minute. Ooh, your breath smells like your food, your wet food. Look at these little toes. Oh my goodness. This is my kitten. Her name is Olive. She's really adorable. She loves food. Loves to play with her balls. She loves to play fetch. Oh my god. And if you hear a loud noise and you're unsure what it is, it's my dishwasher. My honey totally forgot that I was teaching this morning, so he cleaned the entire kitchen and started the dishwasher. It's too late now to back out and stop it. So cute. All right, y'all. Well, let's begin laying on your back in a shavasana. So you'll extend your legs out. And bring your hands by your sides. Flip your palms up to the sky. Just begin to soften down here in your shavasana. Feel the gentle pull of the earth sink you down into your mat. And just let go of any tension, any stress that you may be holding on to. Let it go. As you arrive here on your mat in this moment. Begin to deepen your breath. Inhale and exhale through your nose. And take your time through each round as you work to shape a balanced, smooth length breath where your inhale and exhale are the same. Put on it. This breath will be the foundation of your practice today. Smooth, slow, and steady. With your next inhale, stretch your arms up and back behind you. Exhale, hug both of your knees into your chest. You can rock side to side a couple times, massage your low back down on the ground. And find a stopping place. And keep grip of your right leg. Release and extend your left leg down out in front of you and press the back of it to the earth. Hug your right knee in and out to the right about an inch or two. And roll your left inner thigh down towards the earth, so supercharge your left leg. Press your shoulder blades into the earth, your head and your low back down. And just breathe. Inhale, extend your right arm to the right, palm face down on the ground. Exhale, twist your right knee over to the left. Reverse supine twist, let your left toes also fall towards the left. This twist doesn't have to be forced or really deep.
Just go until your spine naturally says, okay, this is it. And draw your right outer hip down towards the inside edge of your left thigh. So how much space can you create between your right hip and your lowest rib? Take a deep breath in and a slow breath out. And inhale, unwind, come through center. Exhale, hug your right knee to your chest. Then grab the back of your right thigh, extend your right foot straight up to the sky, as straight as you can get your leg, and start to flex and point your right toes. So if you can interlace your fingers, you can do that. Or just grip your leg. Flex and point. I say your fingers, I meant your toes. I don't even know. Point and flex your toes. Feel the back of your leg lengthen, and then the front of your leg, your foot lengthen. And begin to make some circles with your right foot. I love to do this in the morning when I wake up. Just connect to my joints. Find a little bit of lubrication, especially in our feet since we do so much walking. Make sure you go the other opposite way. You'll push your leg into your hands as you pull your hands back into your legs. So resist both ways. Flex your left toes. Inhale. Exhale, pull your right leg a little closer to your body. And bend your left knee, ground your left foot. Release your hands from your right leg. Bend your right knee and we'll find a supine pigeon or figure four. So cross your right outer ankle over the top of your left thigh. Option A, stay here. Option B, lift your left foot up and thread your right arm through your legs and meet your left fingertips around the back of your left thigh or the front of your left shin bone. Make sure your shoulder blades and your head stay on your mat. Flex your right toes. Balance out your hips. Usually in this pose, especially because my right hip is way tighter than my right hip will dip way lower than my left. So in this pose, can you be mindful and aware to find length and balance between two hips? So lift your right hip up in alignment with your left hip. And notice how that changes the location of sensation, but also maybe the intensity. And breathe. So lots of low back tension is due to tight hips and glute muscles. So any pigeon on your back or normal pigeon right side up is great to do if you do partake in a lot of sitting, even for work or now being at home. And keep the grip of your left leg. Release and extend your right leg straight out in front of you. Press the back of it to the earth. Hug your left knee in and out to the left about an inch or two. And roll your right inner thigh down towards your mat. Keep your shoulder blades, your head, and your low back on the ground. And breathe. Each exhale, bring your left leg closer to your chest, to your torso. And inhale, extend your left arm to the left, palm down on the ground. Exhale, twist your left knee over to the right and let your right toes also fall towards the right. Take your gaze to the left. Even in this twist, we're connecting to the outer hips, the glute muscles, and draw your left outer hip down towards the inside edge of your right foot. Lengthen the space between your lowest rib and your left hip. Inhale. Stay as you exhale. Press your left shoulder blade into your mat. Inhale, unwind, come through center. Exhale, hug your left knee to your chest. And interlace your fingers behind your left thigh, or you can just grip it and extend your left foot to the ceiling. Straighten your leg as much as you can comfortably. And start to flex and point your left toes. And notice which one brings up a little more darkness, a little more flames. Is it pointing or flexing for you? Just observe that. And begin to make some circles with your left foot. You might hear some cracking and popping in your ankle joint. Go both directions. Then push your left leg into your hands. As you pull your hands back into your left leg, find the resistance. Inhale. Exhale, bring your left leg closer to your body. Then bend your right knee, ground your foot. Release your hands from your leg. Bend your left knee, supine figure four. Cross your left ankle over your right thigh. Flex your left toes. Push your left knee forward. Stay here. Or lift your right foot up. Thread your left arm through your legs and meet your right fingertips around the back of your thigh or the front of your shin bone. Press your shoulder blades down. Bring some balance into your hip line. Lift your left hip so it's in alignment with your right hip. Notice how this side feels from the other side. Are you tighter, more open? Just observe it. Inhale. And exhale, release your hands from your right leg. Bring your right foot to the ground, then your left foot to the ground, about hip width distance apart. Hands by your sides, palms face the earth. Inhale, bridge pose. Push down into your hands and your feet. Lift your torso up and scoot your shoulders, your arms underneath your body. Chin back, head down. Inhale, lift higher. Stay as you exhale. One more breath and lift up. Exhale, release, lower down. Hug your knees into your chest. Grab the back of your thighs. Start to rock and roll the length of your mat, forwards and backwards, 2 or 3 times, until you roll up into a seat. You can take a cross-legged seat. If you'd like to sit up on a block or a blanket, you can do that, just to elevate your hips a little higher than your knees. If you do have a meditation practice, having your hips above your knees makes all the difference in how long you can hold this posture, but also how deep you can move in. Because if you're focusing on the physical body, when the knees are higher than the hips and you're rounded and you can't find the axial extension within your spine, it's going to be challenging to move past the physical body into the depths within. So in your cross-legged seat, bring your hands to your knees and grip them tight. We'll do some seated cat and cow. So as you inhale, pull on your knees, press your chest forward and up, and lift your gaze to the sky. Exhale, seated cat. Push into your knees, round your back, and you can tuck your chin to your chest. Again, inhale, cow, lift up. Exhale, cat, round in. And just like that, do about 3 or 4 more on your own. Into cow, X to cat. Feel your back body. Feel your front body. With this simple movement, observe which side, the front or the back, that brings more intensity, more sensation. And allow it a seat at the table for you to explore with love, with compassion. And find a stopping place here, Sukhasana. And inhale, sweep your arms to the sky. Exhale, side bend to the right. Bring your right fingertips to the ground. Stretch your left arm overhead. Palm faces the earth. Twist your heart to the sky. You can look up. And root down into the earth through your left sit bone. Take a deep breath into your left side body. And stay as you exhale. Twist your heart to the sky. Nice. And inhale, unwind, come through center, reach up. Exhale, side bend to the left. Left fingertips down. Stretch your right arm overhead. Palm faces the earth. Twist your chest up. Push your right sit bone into the earth. Inhale to your right rib cage. And stay as you exhale. And inhale, unwind, come up through center. Exhale, twist to the right. Bring your right fingertips to the ground, back behind you. Left hand to your right knee. So if you are leaning back on your right hand, bring your right hand as close to your body as you can. So instead of leaning back, you can extend upward. Inhale, push into the ground, sit taller.
Exhale, pull your lower belly in, twist your chest, your torso to the right, draw your inner elbows up into your armpits, so feel your collarbones broaden as your sternum lifts up. Inhale, sit a little taller. Stay as you exhale, you may take your gaze over your right shoulder to stretch into the left side of your neck. This always feels so good in the morning. You can close your eyes, you have 2 rounds of breath. Inhale, unwind, come through center, reach up. Exhale, twist to the left, left fingertips to the ground, right hand to your left knee. Inhale, push down, sit tall. Exhale, lower belly in, twist your torso to the left. And draw your inner elbows again up into your armpits, lift your sternum, broaden your collarbone. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, take your gaze over your left shoulder, stretch into the right side of your neck. 2 rounds of breath. Notice if the right side of your neck or the left side is tighter, there's more sensation. For me, it's my left. With all this observation, you can really learn ways to bring balance into your physical body by staying on one side a little longer, the side that's tighter, by speaking kind words, loving thoughts into those spaces in the body that are tight. And notice how the body responds to that. Then inhale, unwind, come through center, reach up. Exhale, bring your hands together in front of your heart. And just set your intention for your practice today. What would you like to bring more of into your life? What would you like your weekend to hold? What would you like to manifest into your world to make it more enjoyable? And the biggest thing with creation and intention and manifestation is that you have to believe that you are worthy and deserving of your desires. If you don't believe it, it won't happen. So believe in yourself, trust in your magic, and you can do anything you set your mind to. Take a deep breath into your intention. Slow breath out. You are worthy. And blink your eyes open. We'll actually move into a supported wide leg fold. So this is where our blocks and our bolster will come in handy. Grab a hold of your blocks and just take them to the front of your mat. The first one will be on the lowest level, turn horizontally long ways. And then the second one will be on the second highest level, still turn horizontal long ways. And we'll take your bolster. If you don't have your bolster, grab a few pillows. And if you don't have blocks to prop your bolster, your pillows on, use a stool, use the side of your couch. You can always use a wall as well, or even your bed to assist in this. So you'll take your legs out wide, right and left, and then you'll bring your bolster to your body, so the end of the bolster will come to the front of your pelvis, and you'll set it up on your blocks. And for me, this is the height, the level that I like. You can always make it higher by leveling up the blocks or whatever prop you're using higher. Or if you're like, I can go deeper and feel supported and comfortable, you can lower down the blocks so this is away from you. So I'm also sitting on my blanket. If you prefer that, you can do it as well. I'll just grab the flesh of my glutes and pull them out and back so my hips come forward a little more. My knees will bend just a little bit, which is perfect. And I'll start to walk my hands forward on either side of my props until my torso comes to my bolster. And then I'll gaze over to the right. And just let your hands rest down, elbows bent. And with the leg situation, this is restorative. So let your legs either fall in naturally, or if they fall out, let them do whatever they're called to here. Another good position for hands is to grab a hold of your bolster, your pillows around like you're giving it a hug. And just soften. Can you find a little length through your spine? and then melt back into your prop. And breathe. Wide leg folds were definitely a struggle for me for a long time. Hamstrings super tight, groin super tight. And it just took a lot of time working wide leg fold yin-wise and finding a restorative supported wide leg fold that got me a lot of progress. So when I got into my active wide leg folds, whether seated or standing, I just felt more confident and safe with it. And the body starts to open up to you when you feel safe, when you feel supported. So trust that you are today. Soften your pelvic floor. I call this the release of the Mula Bandha. A lot of times we have our pelvic floor naturally engaged, especially as women. So if you can, let your pelvic floor muscles just relax here. If you haven't turned your head yet, take your gaze over to the left, right ear down on your props, and close your eyes and soften. Couple more rounds of breath. If you feel any activation within your leg muscles, within your core, let them relax. Very slowly bring your hands to the ground and inhale, walk yourself up to a seat. Exhale at the top. And take your props and just slide them out to the side. Grab a hold of the backs of your knees or thighs and bend your knees. Just bring your legs together up in front of your feet on the ground. Wrap your hands around your shins and bring your head in towards your knees. Just take a couple rounds of breath. Inhale, unwind, swing your legs to one side and come to tabletop, hands and knees. And again, if you'd like to have some support underneath your knees, bring your blanket underneath. And you'll bring your hands under your shoulders, your knees under your hips. We'll move into puppy pose. So inhale and exhale. Walk your hands to the front of your mat. Set your forehead on the ground. Keep your hips above your knees. And find opening through your chest, through your shoulders. And bring your hands shoulder width apart, or they can be even wider, like mat width apart. What are your shoulders asking of you today? You'll just inhale to the back of your heart between your shoulder blades, and you'll exhale down into the ground through your heart. Two more breaths. Inhale to tabletop. Walk yourself up. Exhale at the top. All right, from here we'll move into a lizard lunge. So step your right foot outside of your right hand. You can bring your hands to your blocks if you have them, or you can always bring your hands hands to your pillows or your stool or your coffee table just to lift up a little bit. But you can have activation in your leg muscles. So this is different from that wide leg fold. So press your right knee into your arm and push your arm back into your knee. We'll just do some cat and cow within our lizard. So this is also nice and supportive for the low back. Inhale, cow, send your hips down, lift your chest, shoulders back. Exhale, cat. Keep your hips low and just round through your spine as you tuck your chin. Inhale, cow, lift up. Exhale, cat, round your back. One more, inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Inhale, neutral spine. And exhale, move into just a half split. So send your hips back, start to straighten your right leg. And we'll do that 2 more times. You okay, little Olive? You'll bend into your right knee, find your lizard lunge. Inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, half split, send it back. One more, inhale, lizard, chest up. Exhale, half split, stay here. You can bring your right hand to the outside of your right foot. You may scoot your right foot in towards your midline a little more, or keep it exactly where it is. So your hands frame your right foot. You can always bring your fingertips or your palms to the ground instead of blocks. And find a soft bend into your right knee. And inhale, lift your heart like cow again. And as you exhale, fold out and over your right leg. Soften your head and breathe. With time, you'll work to straighten your right leg. This next move is going to get deep into the outer hip, outer leg. So bring your left hand to the outside edge of your right foot. Scoot your right foot over to the left a little or a lot. Bring both of your hands to the ground over to the right past your leg. And you can walk your hands past your mat or stay somewhere in between. So flex your right toes, push your right hip back, lengthen your spine, and breathe. Woo. This one is a lot. When the muscles and the fascia are screaming with sensation, is there any place within that you can find steadiness? You can find a little peace and ease, even through some of the chaos and the loudness. And really this training, this practice, is to get you ready and prepared for when you step off of your mat and the real test, the challenges, and the yoga begins. Walk your hands through center. Slide your right foot over to the right. Bend your knee, ground your foot, and step back, tabletop. And we'll inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Inhale, neutral spine. Exhale, lizard lunge on the left. Step your left foot outside of your left hand. Hands under your shoulders. Hands on blocks or on the ground. And hug your left knee to your arm. Push your arm into your knee. We'll find that same little bit of movement within the spine, cat-cow. Inhale, cow. Hips low. Lift your chest. Exhale, cat. Hips stay low. Round your back. Inhale, cow. Lift up. Exhale, cat, pull it in. Inhale, cow, chest higher. Exhale, cat, hips stay low. Inhale, neutral spine. Exhale, half splits. Dynamically send your hips back. Straighten your left leg, flex your toes. Inhale, lizard lunge. Get low, lift your chest. Exhale, half splits. Push it back. One more, inhale, lizard, chest up. Exhale, half split, stay here, flex your toes. Then you can frame your left foot with your hands, either on the ground or blocks. You may move your left leg in towards your center line if your hip feels a little funky. You'll bend your left knee a little bit and inhale, cow tilt, so lift your heart. Exhale, fold down over your left leg. You have about 3 rounds of breath. What's arising in the mind? Can you observe the qualities and the routes that the mind takes when you're asked to slow down and focus on observing the body. I really love restorative and gentle classes that move slow, because instead of moving fast, which is another great tool of meditation, moving faster, creating heat in the body, and focusing on muscle engagement, when you're asked to surrender and be slow all the way through, you really have a great opportunity to learn so much about what's happening within you mentally, physically, and emotionally. So grab a hold of the outer edge of your left foot with your right hand, scoot your foot over to the right, bring your hands to the ground over to the left, past your mat or on your mat or somewhere in between. We're connecting to the outside of your leg, iliotibial band, but really the fascia, the muscles around that. Flex your left toes, push your hip back, lengthen your spine, and breathe through it. Notice how your loving breath can change the posture and the way that your body reacts to the sensation. And inhale, unwind, walk your hands through center. Slide your left foot over to the left. Bend your knee, ground your foot, step back, down, or not downward dog, tabletop. You ain't doing no down dog today. Inhale, cow, drop your belly, lift your heart. Exhale, cat, round through your spine. And inhale, neutral spine. Exhale, we'll just come to sit on your heels or cross-legged seat. We're going to move into a supported butterfly, but our back will be on our bolster or pillows. So again, take your blocks and stack them up on the front of your mat. And I'm doing both of them on the lowest level. You can switch it up and level them up. Make one higher, make one lower, both high, both low. And then you'll take your bolster or your pillows to your blocks as so. So think just how we did in our wide leg fold. But then we'll actually turn around until our lower back connects to the end of our pillows or our bolster. And we'll bring the soles of your feet together, knees out to the sides. And you'll walk your hands back on either side of your props until your entire back and your head connect to your props. Then you'll bring your hands by your sides, palms face up. Just begin to soften down. My favorite way to have my hands positioned in this posture is to take my palms underneath the outer edges of my hips, my glutes, and just soften them there. So now your shoulders have a place to rest, your elbows are framing your prop, and your palms are just grounded by your body. And even in this posture, can you work to soften your pelvic floor? Release any of your pelvic floor muscles. Soften your glutes, your lower belly. Soften your chest, your shoulders, your arms. Relax your throat muscles, your jaw muscles, your eyelids. Relax your ears. And soften your third eye center, the space between your brows. Can you find complete softness within every piece, every part of your body?
into your body. Find the balanced rhythm of breath. Bring your hands to your outer knees, your thighs, and squeeze them together. Ground your feet about hip width apart, maybe a little wider, and let both of your knees bow in and meet in the center. And just take a moment. And you'll bring your feet together and roll over to one side. Come onto your forearm, your elbow, and press yourself up to a seat. We're almost there, you guys. This next move is a supported back bend on the ground with a blanket only. So you'll take down your fortress of props, toss them to the side. You'll move your blocks as well. You'll grab a hold of your blanket. This blanket, we're gonna roll it up like a hot dog. So, let me figure this out. This is Olive's blanket. She's not too happy I'm using it. I'm just gonna fold it halfway and fold it half again. And from here, I'll start to roll it up long ways, like this, long ways, like a hot dog. Roll it, roll it, roll it. Oh yeah. Well, bam, got yourself a hot dog blanket. And you'll take this towards the back of your mat, or if you prefer the front of your mat, whichever. Take it towards one of the ends of your mat, about where, for a lady, where your bra strap will be on your back, and for the guys, even the girls, it's just where your the tips of your shoulder blades. This is kind of where it will connect, right below that. So you'll come to lay on your back, extend your legs long, whichever way you get there. And then you'll take this blanket underneath the tips of your shoulder blades, again, bra strap line. You'll bring your hands out into a cactus or to a T. So the blanket also is underneath your armpits. If it's any higher up, we're not finding the correct placement for the back bend that's supported. Then begin to let your collarbone soften, your chest soften. You can even move out to your shoulders as you feel them pull apart. This is one of my favorite postures, poses to practice if I've had even a long morning or day of sitting down and doing work on the computer, to just counter all of that rounding and front body flexion, is to find just a back bend that's more gentle and supported through the mid-back. Let your toes fall open. And together, let's take 2 rounds of breath and focus on bringing that breath in through the heart and out through the entire body. So take a deep breath into your heart space, fill it up all the way. And as you exhale, feel the breath move down your body, up into your head, your shoulders, your arms, your feet. And one more, inhale into your heart, love energy, light energy, fill it up. And as you exhale, feel the breath move through your body, down towards your feet, up to your head. And bend your knees, plant your feet on the ground. And just roll over to your right side very gently and slowly. Come up onto your forearm. Then slide your blanket prop out from underneath you and come back to lay down on your back. Hug your knees into your chest. And cross your ankles, so your left ankle over your right ankle. Then you'll grip your left shin or knee with your right hand and grab a hold of your right foot with your left hand. So hug your left leg in towards your chest and let your right knee fall towards the front of your mat away from your body as you grip your foot with your left hand. So connecting to the quad muscles. Hip flexors, psoas. Hug your left leg in and let your right knee fall towards the front. And just breathe here. Embrace all of the sensations. And very slowly unwind. Release your foot and hug your right leg as well as your left leg into your chest. And then we'll switch sides. So cross your ankles, right ankle over your left ankle. Hug your right leg in with your left hand and grab your left foot with your right hand and let your left knee fall to the front of your mat as you hug your right leg to your body. And keep your back down on the ground. And notice how this side feels from the other side. Are you more open? Are you tighter? Just breathe and embrace it. And inhale, release your foot, hug your left leg as well as your right leg into your chest. Rock it side to side. Massage your low back on the ground. You can make some circles with your knees or your hips. And if there's any final asana or postures or movement that your body is calling for today, like a supine butterfly or happy baby, even a wheel pose, now's the time to honor that. And we'll get set up for Shavasana, final relaxation.
So for my version of this, I am going to be supported with my props. So I'll take my bolster underneath my knees, as so. You can let your feet fall, or you can also take your blocks on the lowest level underneath your heels, so you are somewhat supported here, and maybe there's going to be less of the feet falling asleep. I'll lower down to my back, and I'll take my blanket either under my head, or I'll unfold and refold to make it just a supporting weight over my pelvis. And you can bring your hands, your arms over your blanket to kind of lock it in. And you soften down and rest. Remember, rest doesn't have to be the only thing you do before bed or at the end of the day. Rest can just take a couple of minutes to reinvigorate, to heal, to balance the mind and the energy within the physical body. So give yourself this space right here to relax, to settle, and to nourish your home. simply begin to find your breath and let it deepen. And start to wiggle into your fingers, your toes, and roll your wrist, your ankle. If you have any props underneath you, you can start to move them out to the sides. You can bend your knees and bring your feet to your bolster as you roll it off of your mat. You'll plant your feet on the ground and roll over to your right side. You can press yourself up to a seat. Keep your eyes closed, your body relaxed. And place your left hand on your heart, your right hand on your left hand. Just take this moment to thank yourself. Really thank yourself for practicing today. Practicing slowing down, finding the space within to journey within, but also connecting to your body and your spirit. It was a gift and an honor to share this space with you, this practice with you. And from my heart to yours, namaste. All right. Thank you so much for practicing with me today. If you have any questions or class recommendations, please reach out to me. In the title of this class is the handle for my Instagram page, Kiana Sabri. I also have my own YouTube channel, Kiana Ochoa. My brand is One Earth Way. And you can follow me or subscribe to me there. I'm posting classes multiple times a week, and they're a lot shorter, 10, 15, 20-minute, 30-minute classes, so you can just start one, and before you know it, you're done. You can get on with the rest of your day. Yeah, it was really a gift. I had a great time. I feel calm, but also energized and uplifted, so I hope you feel the same way. I'm not completely sure when I'll be teaching here on YouTube live for Black Swan Yoga again, but it's going to be sometime next week. So follow me on my Instagram, and I will put my class schedule up the day before the classes so you know when. And I think that's all. See you very soon. Bye-bye.